Annabel, May 18th, 2023. I take out the invitation again. Its creamy, thick card with embossed lettering somehow more impressive than the first-class plane ticket to the Bahamas. There are a few minutes before my taxi arrives for the airport, so I sit on the velvet armchair by the window and study everything once more. Dear Annabel, it reads, I hope this invitation comes as a pleasant surprise. I am getting married in the summer next year, and would love it if you could be a bridesmaid. I have organized the hen party to take place on a completely private island in the Bahamas, and you don't need to spend a penny. Further details will follow about the wedding when you all arrive. Please write back to me to let me know you can make it. Full instructions are underneath, and I have included your plane tickets. Love, Poppy Greer. Poppy Greer, of all people. The invitation was a surprise, that was for sure. I haven't seen her in almost 10 years, haven't even spoken to her. Not since the end of our A-levels. Nor was she my favorite person. It's safe to say the four of us, that is me, Chloe, Esther, and Tanya, didn't like Poppy that much and teased her for it. Harmless teasing, nothing serious. But still, it's a shock that she's invited us, let alone asked us to be her bridesmaids. I'm not going to turn down a free first-class flight and stay on a private island, Chloe said when we all discovered we'd had the same letter, especially if it's all four of us. There's a brochure in the envelope with the invitation and plane tickets. The island is called Dead Man's Bay, an ominous first impression but easily forgotten at the sight of the clear ocean water. There's a small wooden whitewashed pier that peeks out into the waves, showcasing a strip of the faraway mainland and the blue skies above. Inside the brochure, there are a couple of photographs of the island itself. Through lush, thick greenery is a tended lawn. Palm trees are dotted about like street lamps, some curving and others rod straight, bound together by hammocks, and a fire pit sits in the middle, surrounded by deck chairs. In the background, there's a glimpse of the white beach, sun loungers, and a small red and white striped open gazebo. The beachfront home, the biggest accommodation ahead of 4 tiny huts at the rear of the island, is hidden behind 4 large palm trees that fight for space. A small single-story white building with pink windows and a pink front door. Next to it, almost out of sight, a decking area, complete with barbecue. It wasn't hard to say yes. I didn't even have to change any of my plans. I had none, and I don't work. Andrew, my husband, didn't have a problem with me being away for 4 days either. The other 3 all have jobs. Esther Driscoll is an investment banker at a top firm and had to beg, borrow, and steal to get the time off. She's much more serious than the rest of us. Even when out of work, she's constantly on her phone, responding to emails. It's a far cry from the wild spirit she was at school and university, always the last to leave a party. But I know her mother got her the interview for her current job, and she feels under a lot of pressure to perform, although she'd never admit that to us. The last one to leave a party these days is Tanya Eversham, but that's because she's the one who organizes them. She's an events planner, from arranging celebrity features to high-class birthday parties. When she first started, she used to invite us along to whatever bash she'd put together that night, guaranteeing us free cocktails and the ability to rub shoulders with the social elite. There's a certain charm to Tanya. She can capture a room's attention and thrives on it, always leaving people wanting more. Tanya's events were the social occasions everyone put on their calendar, until they suddenly weren't, a few months ago. Tanya stopped inviting us to parties, and we stopped hearing about them, though that hasn't stopped her throwing them, and she seems busier than ever. She and her boyfriend Harry, a professional bodyguard to a politician, bought a place.